morning ma, welcome to all for online education commerce theory part for the first year's English medium, and the chapter that we are dealing with that is the 9th chapter, sources of business finance, and this is the 5th session of the chapter. So here we are going to discuss about the limitations of the debentures. The first limitation is, as fixed charge instrument, debentures put a permanent burden on the earnings of a company. There is a greater risk when earnings of the company fluctuate. If there is a profit, then the company will give the fixed rate of interest to the debenture holder. If suppose there is a loss, then what is the situation of the company? How the company will bear such a fixed rate of interest to the debenture holder. So it is very problematic and it is very risky for the company to pay fixed rate of dividend to the debenture holder, because the company profits which are always fluctuating. Fluctuating means sometimes it will be more and sometimes it will be maximum and sometimes it will be very low. So due to these fluctuations, it will become very problematic for the company to declare the fixed rate of interest to the debenture holders. In case of redeemable debentures, the company has to make a provisions for repayment on the specific date, even during the period of financial difficulties. So redeemable debentures. So redeemable debentures means the company should have to pay the principal amount at a specific date. So while the company is paying the principal amount to the debenture holder of this type, redeemable debenture holder will get the principal amount at a specified date. During the specified date, if the company is facing financial difficulty, so at that it will become difficult and it will become very risky for the company to pay the principal amount to the redeemable debenture holder on a specified date when that company is facing financial difficulty on that specified date. Okay, each company has a certain borrowing capacity. So every company will have certain borrowing capacity from the outsiders. With the issue of debentures, okay, with the issue of debentures, the capacity of the company for further borrowing fund reduces. So every company will have certain borrowing capacity, yes, but if a company issue the debentures, then it will become highly impossible for the company to borrow further from any other source, from any other financial institutions or from any other financial banks or any other thing. It will become very difficult for the company to raise the fund if they are issuing the debentures. Okay, because while issuing the debentures, the company should have to keep their assets like plant and machinery, furniture, land, building, these things in mortgage. ఓకే, మార్టిగేజ్లో పెట్టాల్సి ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి, సో ఇష్యూ ఆఫ్ డిబెంచర్స్ కాజెస్ డిఫికల్టీ టు రైజ్ ఫర్దర్ బారోయింగ్ ఫండ్ ఫర్ ద కంపెనీ. సో లెట్ us focus on the types of the debentures. So first is mortgage debenture. So in the mortgage debenture, a property should taken by the debenture holder under the mortgage. There are also known as secured debentures. Mortgage debentures are also known as secured debentures. The payment of interest and principal is secured. The company have to pay a fixed rate of interest and the principal amount which it borrowed from the issue of debentures. With that, the interest and the principal amount both are secured in case of mortgage debenture, because they keep certain asset of the company or any other thing under the mortgage. Okay, తాకట్టు పెట్టి తీసుకొస్తారు కాబట్టి ఎలాంటి రిస్క్ అనేది ఉండదు. ఎవరికి? డిబెంచర్ హోల్డర్కి రిస్క్ అనేది ఉండదు. సింపుల్ డిబెంచర్స్, దేర్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో నోన్ యాజ్ నాక్డ్ ఆర్ అన్సెక్యూర్డ్ డిబెంచర్స్. What we called these debentures? Naked or unsecured debentures. They are not secured. Okay, they are not secured. by any charge or security of asset of the company. So they don't have any kind of mortgage, so that's why there are unsecured debentures. Okay, simple debentures are also known as nacked debenture. Debentures are unsecured debentures. They don't have any kind of security. There is no chance of getting the principal amount and fixed rate of interest because they are not at all secured. Next, redeemable debentures. Redeemable debentures. So, redeemable debentures means those debentures which are issued for a particular fixed time. These debentures are issued for a particular fixed time period. Okay, they are issued for a fixed time period, and after the expiry of that period, okay, after the expiry of that period, the principal amount is returned. The principal amount is returned to the debenture holder by the company. So these are generally issued for a fixed time, means 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, means it is for a fixed period of time. After the expiry of that period, whatever the principal amount that is a company brought from the debenture, that have to be returned back to the debenture holder. That is called as remedial debentures. Okay, irremedial debentures. Next one, they are not be paid back at the time of winding up. They are to be paid at the time of winding up of the company. So they have to be paid at the winding up of the company. When the company is winding up, at the time only they have to pay these type of debentures to the company should have to pay these type of debentures only when at the time of winding up. Winding up means the company is going to be closed. At that time only irremedial debentures are paid to the debenture holder. Here there is no fixed rate of fixed time period. Okay, this is paid only during the winding up. There is no fixed time period. Next, registered debentures. The names of the holders are recorded in the books of the company. So the name of the debenture holder are recorded in the book of the company. Those type of debentures are known as registered debentures. Bearer debentures. The debentures which are not recorded in the register book, those debentures are known as bearer debentures. Which are recorded in the registration book, those are known as registered debentures. Which are not recorded in the registered book, those are known as bearer debentures. Next, convertible debentures. Convertible debentures are those debentures which are converted into equity shares after a specific period of time, either fully or partially. Partial ante half, fully ante mottam. So either fully or partially the debentures are converted into equity shares. Those debentures are known as convertible debentures. Next one is non-convertible debentures. Non-convertible debentures are those debentures which will never converted into equity shares. Okay, ఏవి ఈక్విటీ షేర్స్లోకి ఎప్పటికీ కన్వర్ట్ కావో those debentures are known as non-convertible debentures. So this is about the types of debentures and that are the limitations of the debentures. Let us meet in the other session with the differences between the shares and debentures. In this session we are going to discuss about the differences in detail about the shares and debentures. What are the advantages are there, what are the disadvantages of there between the shares and debentures, that we are going to discuss in the next session. That will be our our session, that will be the 6th session. Okay, right.